Are we on? Is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. Okay. Okay. Leave that for now. There you go. Hello, Mr. Bartron. Hello, Bethany. Oh, sorry. There you go. Hello, Charlie Wright. Sonic, Mr. Miguel. Rick W. Rick W. Not seeing that name for a little while. Sponsored by Pepsi Max. Yeah, right. Never will be sponsored. Let's have a look then. So, we're not revealing too much, are we? No. Okay. Let's put this there. Okay. So, update time. Update time. Let me just, is this microphone okay? Can you hear me fine? Hear me fine, I should say. You should be able to hear me okay. There you go. I'm just going to move my microphone a little closer because I've checked back on streams before, and obviously as I get more distant from the microphone you can hardly hear me. But it is a good microphone, and it actually behaves most of the time. But yeah, hello Chris Goodwin, Mr. Ghostface 93. This chair is creaky as fuck. Let me just swap this chair because it's going to get annoying. Right. I'm just nicking your chair in it. Your office one. Careful what you say because you can hear you at the minute. Right. You got any sweets? Got any sweets? I don't know. Got any sweets? Okay. Oh, that's better. That's better. Move around and there's no creaking. I might have to nick this chair. Hello, Kyle. How you doing? Just confirm that we haven't got the ugly sumbitch in this chat, have we? Dylan Clouding's here, is he? He'll watch this back and go, "You cheeky sumbitch." But you can hear me clear. That's okay then. For God's sake. Well, unfortunately, Mr. EU stamp here. This is a 2015 EU. I need to tone this light down a bit. There you go. 2015 EU stamp, and his eye mesh fell out the other day after gluing it with clear glue stick. So clear glue sticks aren't always the best, because when you wear the mask, the mesh falls out. Because of the heat of the breathing, it's actually loosened one of the eye meshes. So I asked Clive Barzilia to advise me on some different glue sticks, but sadly they were like yellowy brown glue sticks, but they was better in the heat. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this at the minute, but I've temporarily just stuck it back in by pressing the glue that's still on the mesh against the mask, and it's sitting there until I probably push it out again. But yes, very thick is the 2015 and 16 EUs for some reason, almost HHN quality. Anyway, is that the one you wore on stream the other day? Oh yes, yeah. Oh, that's the point. Yeah, that's the point. No, I wore one on stream the other day for a bit, then I wore this one, which looks better when I've got a hoodie top on and pull the hood over. But yeah, this killer one I wore the other day on gaming stream. I'll put that back down. Okay, so let's have a look. I managed to get 3 fluorescent K&B Ghostface masks made by Workbench Designs for 120 off. 120 quid! Robbing bastard! 120 quid! That's not bad actually, that's not bad. K&B, what's that? K&B fluorescent? Workbench, 120 for all 3. Was that Clive's listing, or was it somebody else that had got them and then wanted to sell them? Who was that sold them? Random seller? I know he has done some tests recently with regards to different coloured latex, and he did he do a pink and a green? I think I saw on Instagram. Clive Barzilia, aka Workbench Designs. I'm sure he did 2 fluorescent colours the other day, K&B latex. You know, that he was testing. I don't think he's done an orange one, but I could be wrong. I know there was one colour missing. He may have done an orange and a green and missed the pink. I can't remember what ones he did now. I'll have to look on Instagram actually. Let's have a look. But yeah, this here though, God, we're still waiting for stuff, man. It's not good. It's really not good. Let me just check. Oh, here we go. So Clive's thing the other day, he did a pink K&B and an orange K&B, so it's the green that's missing. Although his favourite colour is green, so I'm guessing he'll find a way around it. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. Yeah. She offered me them. They were Lindsay's, I think. Oh, Scottish Lindsay. She offered me them, but I couldn't afford them. Oh, so you got first offer, did you, Beth? And then she eBayed them. Okay. Not bad for 120 though, not bad. The seller wasn't Workbench, yeah. It was probably Scottish Lindsay, Woodsborough Slasher. Even so, yes, if that's what Beth's saying in the chat, she was offered them and then couldn't afford them, that's probably why they were listed. I know she sometimes gives first refusal to some people. But yeah, UK, Ghostface stock, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Mad About Horror, people that will know Facebook, social media, Mad About Horror have recently put up updates trying to keep people, you know, refreshed with the status of what's going on. Every single piece of UK Ghostface stock is still in customs trading standards. It's still being held at the port, the dock, or whatever it is, you know. I phoned the distributor the other day, worrying that I was going to get the chap I normally speak to and probably piss him off a bit because I'm asking questions as to what's going on. And it wasn't the chap I speak to. He was in a meeting, and I spoke to a lady that had obviously answered the call, and I basically felt that I had to ask some questions because I wasn't going to be pissing him off. So, you know, I risked some questions with her and she gave me some answers. So, bear in mind that the first update put out online via Mad About Horror about the stock being arriving and then getting delayed because it was pulled for inspection was October the 25th. And here we are now, 10 days off November the 25th, you know, November the 15th, and it's still inspecting. Which is bloody well annoying. So the lady at the distributors says what has happened is the inspection was underway as soon as it got to port. Container cracked open, and the container basically nothing's going from the container to any of the people that have ordered stuff. Even so, it's not even going to the distributor. So the container is still held for inspection. She told me that there have been certain items taken out of the container. She didn't say what items, whether they were Ghostface or not. Bear in mind that the container doesn't just contain Ghostface items. It contains loads of different items from loads of different, you know, licenses and costumes and whatever else. So it's I'm not sure if there's even Christmas items on there. I wouldn't know. But every single item that is in that container is held with all the rest of the other stuff. And some of the things apparently have been sent to be tested for standards. So trading standards being exactly that, they felt that they wanted to hold the whole container and send certain items away for them to be tested to see if they meet current standards of toys or safety. So at this time, whether anything Ghostface has been sent out for testing or safety, I don't know. For all I know, it could be just a few costumes or other items that is holding it up. All we do know for sure is that every single thing in that container that hasn't been sent for testing, which again I have no idea how many things have been sent, it's just in a status of, you know, held for inspection. So whether they've just sent a few items out and await the outcome and then it's released, we don't know. Whether they send out again items out and get stuff back and it's released, and then other things are sent out, we don't know. You think they do everything at once, so I'm hoping it's just a case of whatever's concerned them is off to be tested and it should be coming back soon, and then the whole thing's going to be released. But we don't know anything for sure. I can't sit here and say you'll have your stuff at the end of November or you'll have your stuff at the end of December. It's a bit of a pisser, like, as they say in this, Auf Wiedersehen. But yes, it isn't good. Let's have a look. Let's check the chat a sec. The seller is named Lindsay Hughes 2013. Yes, Lindsay Hughes, aka Woodsborough Slasher, aka Scottish Lindsay. Yeah, she's had a few items off Clive in the past, so yes, it was Woodsborough Slasher that was selling them, basically. But yes, hello Mr. Ghostface 93 again. It was a bid and I won. Okay, what do we know is the whole situation is bullshit. Yeah, I don't know why in all of the years that items have been coming from China to the distributor that they picked this time to pull the container in. As far as I'm aware, it is just one container. But yes, scorched USA flag or patriotic Ghostface, EU stamp sparkle hood, costumes, everything, as it says on Mad About Horror's image as well, everything is affected. No Ghostface new items are in the UK for sale on websites or shops at this time. As far as I'm aware, the only new Ghostface items in the UK is what fans have either brought from the USA and got sent to them or traded with other fans. And as an example here, like Dylan Cloud got this for me from a shop. I sent him the money, he sent it over to me along with some other items. So I've got other items in reserve with Douglas Little. These things I'm going to flash on the camera in a minute. These are all from the USA. None of these have made it to the UK. And some of them will not make it to the UK because they're not sold here, like the chrome knife and the bleeding knife. The butcher knife with a bleeding image on it. But yeah, this is what I've managed to acquire so far via a couple of fans. Zach Vosberg and Dylan Cloud. As I say, some things are due to come from Douglas when I sort the money. It's been a bit of a month for money. A couple of tyres on my car, which are not cheap at all. So I've had 2 new tyres on the front of my car because I was literally almost sliding around corners. So the car had to come first over other items people have got for me. And postage from the USA. God almighty, that's pricey. So one of the boxes, they go off dimensions and size of the box in the USA rather than the weight. And one of them was $77.60, and another one was $68.05. So the postage alone, without paying for the items, is just taking a piss. The one thing I have noticed recently, I have sent items to the USA. I sent 2 What's Up masks. I think I said this on the last stream, so if you've heard this before, just blank it out. But on the last stream, I had sent a box to Chicago, Illinois. and it was 2 What's-Up masks and 2 Devil Face, the last of both kinds that I had. So the last of those masks gone, as it also states on the contact page of my site. But yeah, masks are gone now. I've got nothing else left to sell at this time, unless it's trades or deals with fans, and even then I'm limited. So yeah, these masks went to Chicago, Illinois. Took about just under 2 weeks to get there, which is not the norm. So UK to USPS, USA people, seems to be very slow at this time. I sent RJ a box the other day of some candy, as he calls it, aka flaky bars or flake bars, and I sent him something else in there as a thanks for letting me keep my site going. And again, that was sent on the 5th of November, and here we are 10 days later. There is no updates whatsoever on the tracked and signed postage option. So I don't know what it is with USPS, but USPS or USA postage to UK is reasonably quick. Dylan's box got here in a matter of days, and Zach Vosberg's box got here in a matter of days. Sending to US, it's super slow, and I don't know why. So I've had no tracking information whatsoever on RJ's box, which was sent 10 days ago. And it seems to be on the last box to Chicago, Illinois, that you get sod all updates until like the day before it's going to be delivered. And then all of a sudden all the updates come through the website and the USPS app. And it's been moving all the time on different dates and different times, yet it's not told you. So USPS website, you are shit, because you don't do what you're meant to do and update as every step progresses. You do it the day before delivery and then give us a jumble of shit at the end. But USPS, useless bastards, with regards to updating people on the tracked postage, what we're paid extra for. I highly doubt anyone from USPS will end up watching this, but sort your shit out, you arseholes. There you go. Is it random spot checks? I don't know if it was a random spot check, but I'm not sure what triggered the inspection of the UK stock. Again, bear in mind, it isn't just a container full of Ghostface stuff, it's a container full of everything that the distributors ordered from China. Yeah, most of it being Funworld items. I'm dreading tyres on my car. A pop. I wanted to ship to Iggy 30. Okay. Oh, a pop vinyl. Okay. I wanted to ship to Iggy's £35 through eBay. I'm sending it myself. Yeah, just send it yourself. Anyway, so yes, sadly at this time, the current UK stock situation is absolute BS, because we got nothing. So with regards to the UK and Halloween, we didn't get one. Yes, we obviously progressed through the end of October and had the dates of Halloween, but for items we had absolute nothing. Absolute nothing. So some fan actually messaged me yesterday. He says, "Oh, I've sent you a couple of bits." I says, "Alright," and it was Ryan Hills. Ryan Hills was angry that UK have got no Halloween stock, and apparently he sent me a 25th anniversary mask, which is very nice of him. So thank you, Ryan. He also sent another mask, but I'll keep that info private because that's a trade between me and him. But yeah, I've also had other USA fans offer to help. So Dylan Cloud has sent some of the stuff I'll show you in a minute. Zach Vosberg has sent a couple other bits, which was the treat bags and 2 glow-up blades, which are in the background here. You press the button on them and it just slowly lights up green, then fades off again. The glow-up blades, you know which ones I mean. And Dylan got me the chrome knife, 2 butcher knives with the bleeding image on. He got me a chrome edition costume, he got me the Ghostface hat, he got me the socks, and he got me the gloves, because that's all he could find. And even Dylan, I believe to this day, still hasn't got any 25th anniversary items, because he was going to buy them from me. But again, we've got nothing here. So sadly, with all the expectation and excitement of many fans, all the UK fans, and even fans around the UK, you know, France, Spain, Denmark, Germany, Norway, you know, whatever, we've got nothing. Nothing at all. And last I heard, the distributor did send to other countries like that. And again, everything that's been accounted for on the orders is in the orders for white mask, scorch mask, everything. The distributors confirmed that nobody whatsoever has cancelled their orders. especially for the Ghostface items. One, because they're pining for the stuff, and two, because the new film isn't released till January, so they don't consider it ruined as such. So the Halloween was ruined, but because the film's in January, people have kept their order intact and not cancelled anything. Of course, me being one of them as well. So it's just a matter of time and waiting for news from the distributor, who then get told by Trading Standards and Customs that, oh yes, now the container's going to be having its contents sent to you after whatever inspections they've felt that they had to do and tests. So really bad that UK basically had no Halloween this year, and still to this point of time of recording, still got absolute sod all for 25th anniversary items and 2021 items, unless you've done deals with fans or brought from USA and got the stuff into your possession already. So, bit of a shitter. If you think USPS is bad at updates, FedEx's tracking would make USPS look state of the art. Is it that bad? Yeah. It's funny you say that, because when FedEx deliver here, if I ever get anything off RJ, which is not for a long time now, not in a bad way, at the end of the day, if he wants to send something, he'll send something. And I'll know when he's going to send, because he'll say, confirm your address again. I'm like, okay, what you sending? But I haven't had a box from RJ in a while now, over a year, easy. It doesn't matter though. But when he does send stuff, it's always FedEx. When RJ has sent stuff from Funworld to me, it's always been a matter of days, normally 4 to 5 days, and it's here. And very rarely is it damaged or any problems, although at one time there was a damaged box, and I thought a Fantastic Faces mask had been lost. Thankfully it wasn't the case, because all the boxes split down the side, and you could press the box together and a big hole would open up in the corner. And I said, RJ, where's the Fantastic? What do you mean? I said, the Fantastic, it's not here. You're joking, right? I was like, no, I'm not joking. Where's my Fantastic? Oh my God. I was like, yeah. I said, where's my mask? I said, that was my first ever white Fantastic, which was this one. This one. It was that one. It was lost. At one point, that mask was lost. At Funworld. You know where it turned up? At the back of his mini refrigerator. One day he just put a pile of them. He put the masks I'd sent on top of it for some reason. That had an attempt at falling down the back. He probably saved them, and the one that was on the bottom fell all the way down, and he didn't realise. And he grabbed the clump of masks I sent him at the time, put them in the box, sent them back with a Face of Fear book, I think it was. And I was like, RJ, seriously, where's my Fantastic? And he couldn't believe it. But yeah, we got it back in the end. I think it was his assistant or RJ sent me a WhatsApp or an email. It was one of the two, and they said it was a picture of the mask. This one here. I was like, "This is your mask, right? Please tell me it's your mask." I said, "Yeah, that's the one. Can I have it back, please?" And thankfully, it come back quite quick. And yeah, he wasn't happy when that was missing. He was thinking of all sorts of things to try and do to make it up to me that he'd lost one of my vintage masks. But thankfully, we got it back. Anyway, let's lessen the rambling down and get on with some of the items we've managed to pick up. So, with thanks to Dylan Cloud with this particular item, I said to him, look, find me a couple if you can, send them to me, I'll pay you the money. That's exactly what I did. So, in the UK, these things obviously are not sold, but I managed to get one. So, well, two in this case. So we have what I call like a kitchen knife, or a Myers style knife, of course. And yeah, thin plastic, very flimsy, decent print, plastic handle, and it's all it is, isn't it? It's just a fake knife. But I like the way that they've used the bleeding image on it. This bleeding image has obviously been around a hell of a long time, and they've just actually angled it and positioned it correct, and it looks the part. Nothing on the back apart from a barcode and USA $9.99, and that camera won't focus too well, so don't worry about that, but it's not going to be bothering you. And yes, I said to Dylan, if you can get me two, so here we are. some of the rarest items in the UK, possibly. I don't know. I'm sure there's other fans that maybe picked up a couple from other fans, or purchased from Crypt Keepers or Spirit, or got a way round doing it, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, bleeding knives, and I believe, because I've not removed them off the packaging yet, yeah, it's similar on the opposite side. Basically, the image carries on over the other side of the knife, so you flip it round and it carries on with the other edge of the face. But there you go. Nice rounded tip, so it's not dangerous. And of course, yes, you got your Spirit at the bottom there, and your Ghostface copyright, and you can see the ring light. There you go. Let's just knock that off a minute. Yeah. Again, it's not going to focus too well, this particular camera. I probably need to switch them around on the stream at some point. But you know, $10 each. Dylan being Dylan, he says, I'm not overcharging you. $10 each is what I paid. That's what you're paying me. He says, yep, here's your money. Shut up. Next. So yeah, so we got a. Just catch a chat a sec. What's this? Tell them that's a report. Yeah, report them, Mickey. Report them. I'm 95% sure the FedEx that ships overseas and FedEx ground here in the States are two separate entities, because any time I've had things shipped through FedEx ground, it always takes at least a week. Maybe so, maybe so. I don't know what, I'd have to check an old box if I still got one that RJ sent, but all I know is he sends it via FedEx every time, gets here in a matter of days, and I tell him I've received stuff, it's like, already? I'm like, yeah, already. So I don't know what service he uses, whether it's priority shipping, whether it's economy, I don't know, you know, off the stuff they do. All I know is it arrives and it seems to be okay. Aside from one time he sent me the #1 chrome mask from the 25th anniversary 2016 of Ghostface's creation, and the box was damaged inside, and he says it wasn't like that when I packed the box. I says, well, I don't know what's happened, but FedEx have give the box a bit of a kicking by shoving it about from place to place. So my #1 off the production line silver chrome mask is a damaged box, and he says, I'll send you another box. I says, no, I don't need another box. I says, just let me keep it in what it came in, then I know it's the box that it was out the factory with, whether it's damaged or not. So it's got a damaged box, unfortunately, in one of the corners. Hello, Show, how are you? Hello, Joseph. Yeah, but continuing on, we did manage to acquire one of these via Dylan. I'll just knock this ring light off again. Again, you've got reflection of my website, because that's what's on the screen below the cameras. But yeah, if you want to see a nice review video of this particular knife, Cutting Room Floor YouTube, Dylan's got a review of it up with a bunch of other items. But another good review is Nate Reagan Productions on YouTube. He's got his own page on my site now. Hover over the Ghostface link, watch for the links to display underneath it, or say Nate's videos. In Nate's videos listings, which is putting another one online tonight, there is a review of this knife against a real Buck 120 knife. So you can see differences with this against a real knife, and basically see the main differences between them, which there are a hell of a lot. But even Nate, I think, only has one of these, and he just basically shows you how they are next to each other, what the size differences of this. Was it the hilt? He didn't like the fact that the copyright is on the edge of the chrome here that's facing the cardboard. But again, go watch his video. I'm sure you'll find it informative. And it's nice to see it compared with a real Buck 120, and which he stresses the real Buck 120 is really sharp, so be careful. But you know, and he did another review not too long ago, a day or so ago, of some American horror cult and apocalypse knives, which was a complete set off the set of hero knives. So again, look up Reagan Productions on YouTube, go have a look at some of Nate's stuff. I'm glad he's online now. I'm glad. Nate was always very quiet. You could message him and he'd respond back, and he'd, you know, help you with info or images. But I'm glad that he's now got a bit of more of an online presence, and he's putting himself out there. It's good to see him. But yeah, here's basically your chrome knife that will go with your sparkle costume and 25th anniversary mask. And while there's no pinstriping and it's not 100% accurate, obviously that's in case of copyright, I guess, with book. But yeah, for what it is, for $10, again, Dylan let me have this for $10. There was no price gouging, no raise of price because he'd done a favour. So yeah, for what it is, and the fact you can't get these damn things even in the UK if you even wanted them, it's nice to have one in the collection, but sadly it was just the one. But nice knife for what it is. And there you go, see it against one of Clive's knives here, look. Here's a Clive knife. In fact, this, my apologies, this is not a Clive Barzilia Workbench knife, this is a Kurt Eubank knife. My apologies, I'm getting it mixed up. Clive knife's behind me, the stab poster one from the billboard in the start of Scream 2. But yeah, this is a Kurt Eubank, which is, he's got an alternate name on Instagram, but yeah, this is one of Kurt's knives, along with this one, what you've probably seen before on the stream, the fluorescent green. But yeah, even so, I need to get some of Clive's knives, come to think of it. But yeah, it's to see him against this, you know, in the same room, it's just nice. And you compare them and just see the main differences. God, everything's falling off. Everything's wanting to fall off. So yes, another item that, again, we can't get in the UK. It's a bit of a shitter, isn't it? We've got all these new stuff. Items, merchandise, we can't get anything here. But this has been seen around. I believe, were some of these at Hot Topic or was it elsewhere? I can't remember. But again, Ghostface underneath the brim. This cardboard in here is just, you know, part of the packaging, obviously, when it's new. You got your Ghostface label inside with the copyright on the back. And another label just saying what it's made from. I've tried it on once, I think, but I do like the quality of this. This is the same quality as these, which are a very high quality type of hat. But yeah, a standard baseball cap, basically, Ghostface. I've seen a few fans with these recently. I think Maggie's got one. I think Pumpkin Harvest, aka Richie Suttles, has got one. But yeah, nice quality item. If you do get a chance to go online, have a double check on Hot Topic, see if it's on there that they've got them. I believe these were $20. Oh yeah, I've got the price here. Got the price on there. It was $20. Again, no price gouging, no bullshit off Dylan, which makes a change. And he just said, yeah, 20 for the hat, 10 for each of the knives, whatever price all this other stuff was that he managed to acquire as well. It was basically what he paid is what I paid, and then I sorted the postage on top of it. Is there any new information on the new EU stamps with standard shrouds? Yes, I updated that last time on the last stream, so I'll repeat it for you. Hang on a minute. Why is it that we can't get some stuff? Is it because we're exclusive to Target and places like that, or is it because there's no demand? I don't know for sure, Beth. I don't know for sure, aka Chubby's Games. I thought you used Chubby's Games on the chat then, it's Beth Simpson there. But yeah, I don't know. It's something I'd have to ask RJ about. I did have another call with him a few days ago, but it was with regards to other things. And I was still streaming Dead by Daylight at the time. I had to mute the stream and have a chat with him about something. It's not often that he says, call my office now. Not so demanding, but you know, I say, call the office if you can, call the office. I said, okay then. A couple of things to discuss. But another item Dylan had come across, again, not in the UK. All this stuff we just can't get. And I'd love to know the reasons why. I think it may be demand. You think of Halloween in the US compared to Halloween in the UK is a massive difference. But yeah, this one, Douglas Little recently reviewed these, and I think he was pleasantly surprised as well as I was with the quality of these. So these are like a pleather, like the fake leather sort of gloves. Got Ghostface embroidered labels, as you see on the image there. And it doesn't take anything away from them either. But I've got big hands, as they say, and Douglas said the same on his review video, says he's got big hands. But they are slightly stretchy, and they do fit. They do fit. And these were $12.99, made of 100% polyurethane. Spot clean only, do not wash, do not bleach, do not dry, do not iron, do not clean. So basically, spot clean, whatever the hell that is, and just leave them to dry if you've been stabbing people. But yeah, Ghostface copyright, official item, as we all know. And while on the image they look like they're quite small gloves, they do have quite a bit of play with the stretch, and if any of you manage to obtain these via trades or deals or sales with other fans, then you may be surprised that they would fit you. And they're not the worst size of all, they're actually quite decent. We'll plonk that over there. Hey, Rich is here, Pumpkin Harvest. How you doing, Rich? I wear my Ghostface hat a lot. Hot Topic is currently showing out of stock. Oh, bloody hell. Well, thanks for checking, Rich. Thanks for checking. I wonder if they're getting any more. I hope so. Another item. I think these came out of a spirit store, if I remember what Dylan said. See, Dylan got quite a bunch of stuff for me. But this is the character collection that you may have seen on Maggie's videos recently. Maggie got some, I believe. Yep, standard Ghostface icon of Halloween, without the red on the blade, but again, the F seems to have been slightly altered on this. It's all just white. Icon of Halloween Ghostface, all in white. No colouring whatsoever, no gradient that we normally see, and no blood dripping off. And the end of the knife and the blood drip just isn't there on this logo, but I guess they alter it for different packaging here and there. You got this on the back. And then just, let me just whip this ring light off again. There you go. Just a bit of copyright down there, a couple of labels, and this is Bio World, which I believe is also a part of Easter Unlimited Inc. I believe. And there you go, $9.99. And it's just a little chart there for sock size, which I believe they'll fit, but I'm just going to keep these packaged. But yeah, official Ghostface socks, and I believe on the flip side of the socks you see some copyright text, which is needed. But yeah, Ghostface socks. Kind of Christmas present you don't mind. Right, let me put this ring light back on a sec. Let's have a look. What does your glove say in the top right corner? There are two sizes. Oh, okay, let me have a look. Where have I put them? There we go. It doesn't say anything in the top right corner. All it says is, you're not going to see that there. It says age 14 plus, which won't focus unfortunately. It says age 14 plus, and down the bottom left corner it says we're Ghostfaces. It says one size fits most. Spirit Halloween logo in this corner. But no, there's nothing with regards to any size. On the back, there's nothing to regard to any size either. It just says USA on the ghost. It says GHSTFC gloves on the back with a barcode. USA $12.99. An item number. Item number. It's got something underneath that says 16.99. So I don't know what that means. Whether it's reduced. Distributed by Spirit Halloween. Blah blah blah. Made in China. But no, nothing regarding sizing, Mr. Goodwin. No, nothing at all. But they do fit me. I tried them once, put them back in the packet. There you go. Just for the sake of the stream. So again, not too bad. They don't overtake my fingers or anything. They're not too big. Ghostface embroidered on there. Again, I always consider myself to have quite big hands. You know when you get like latex gloves or nitrile gloves or stuff that you wash cars with, or any gloves, you know, you get gloves, oh, worker got some gloves for the job you do, and they never fit, do they? Always got to go a size larger, which they've never got any. But yeah, this, it's okay. Comfy, they're not tight, they're not pulling against my hand or anything, they don't strain my hand, they don't, you know, try and make it the size the glove wants to be. It's just easy. You could use them as driving gloves, you could kill some bastard with them. But no, they're wearable. If you wanted to get a couple of packs via another fan and make use of them and wear them for whatever, then you could. I'm just surprised that they fitted me, because hardly any gloves ever do. Decent quality, decent quality. I'm not saying they're the most top quality gloves ever made, but at the end of the day, they're a Halloween accessory, and they've done a good job. As I say, Funworld outdid themselves this year. Funworld outdid themselves. Just reseal that up again. There you go. Yeah, those are the bigger ones. The others say 8+ on the corner. Oh, okay, okay. I have those socks. I love them. I think a few fans have managed to obtain some. But yeah, let's get to this thing next. So again, this was via Dylan Cloud, aka Cutting Room Floor, or The Cutting Room Floor, is it? I don't know. He's on YouTube, you know his channel, I'm sure. I've got to keep turning this bloody ring light on and off. So yeah, many people wondered about the packaging of this in the first place when they first shown up. People were seeing this redesigned insert card and thinking, what the hell is all this? Are these new old stock from 2016 costumes, which were a different material from the norm? So 2016 chrome or silver chrome masks were a particular thick, higher quality material on the mask hoods, and the same exact material was used on the silver 25th anniversary of Ghostface, not Scream, for 2016 of the costumes. So these high quality, heavier, thicker costumes with a silver chrome mask, as they stated it in 2016, with all this same material which was much higher quality than the standard polyester. In this particular case, just from looking at it, I think this is standard polyester. But I said to RJ, what's with this packaging? What can you tell me about this Chrome Edition Ghostface? Is it new old stock? Is it repackaged? What's going on? And I mentioned this on another stream, but if you're a bit behind on the info, then we'll update you now. So all he said is that for this year, people have certain wants, and you know, they just do. It seems to me that sometimes they just randomly do stuff and hope it sells. I'm not sure if that's the case. But they decided to do, instead of a silver chrome edition, they wanted to do a chrome edition. Now on this there was no ASIS branding whatsoever, so I'm not sure if it's anything to do with the 25th anniversary of Scream in this respect. I don't think it is. But he did stress that these particular items are a completely new run from 2021. This is not old 2016 stock from the 2016 masks or the moulds. Although it does seem to be the exact same mould, maybe even an updated plastic mask mould, I've got no idea. Many of you may have these already. I'm sure USA fans have got plenty of these. Some people weren't even that keen to buy them for some reason. But if you missed out on the silver 25th anniversary silver chrome mask from 2016, then this is like a second opportunity to get something extremely similar. Unfortunately, they did not do standard shroud versions of this. They only did the bib styles because they was in costumes. So on here, it's not actually got a manufacture date like you'd normally see on the barcode because it's spirit packaging. But the masks just look to be quite good. And yeah, from feeling it, it's definitely the standard polyester costume, not the one from 2016. So there are differences between the 2016 costumes and the masks compared to this and what's in this bag here. So this, again, plastic solid mask, just like 2016. Exact same ultra whitish mould. The only difference being they've got a hole in the back of the chin rather than a stampless, you know, chin with no hole. That's because of how the bib sits on it, and also how the hood sat on it in 2016. It was similar with the hole in the back. Same on the white Ghostface plastics, same on the Skelly face. But yeah, I mean, this one has a couple of problems around the bottom of the eyeliner, but it's staying in the package. It's just going to be kept as is, so it doesn't really bother me. But yeah, in there, bib style chrome edition, as they're calling it, not silver chrome, although it's the same thing, isn't it? But yeah, just slight differences between the 2016 releases and the 2021 releases. And again, this was one of the items that we never knew was coming because it wasn't in any of Funworld's PDF files off their site for the accessories or the costumes catalogue. But there you go. Adult, one size fits most. Hooded robe, ghost face mask, gloves and belt. All polyester and not exactly the same as stated as the 2016 versions. But thanks to Dylan, Cutting Room Floor on YouTube, for obtaining this for me. So Dylan ended up getting me the socks, the chrome edition mask, the gloves, the chrome knife, the two bleeding style knives with the bleeding image of Ghostface on, and the hat. Oh dear. And Mr. Zach Vosberg, known among some fans I'm sure, he managed to get me a couple of these treat sacks, which I had no idea they were this big. I honestly thought they were smaller. So I asked RJ about this on Twitter. I private messaged him. I said, RJ, these treat sacks or the bags, whatever you want to call them, I said, I must say it's a good idea. I've never seen anything like that before, not in the UK at least. And he says, I can't take credit for that. I said, oh, who gets the credit then? He goes, oh, Spirit get the credit. They're the ones that asked for them. They're the ones that wanted them. So with regards to the treat sacks, the hand, whatever you want to call it, the pole and hand sack bag, I'm sure there's a few people with dirty minds thinking other names. Yes, this was actually a Spirit Halloween idea, is what RJ told me, and it's because of Spirit Halloween that these exist. I'm not sure if these have existed in USA before, obviously I don't live there. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's other versions of these treat sacks with obviously different images on. Or if there's even standard Halloween ones that are orange and black, I don't know. But I'm guessing there's more of these out there somewhere in different types. Again, I could always ask RJ, I suppose. But yeah, the standard Ghostface and the reshoot TD mold mask on the image there, as seen in the logo. And I managed to acquire two of these. One which I'll keep, one which I'm not sure what to do with yet. But yeah, when you come to putting these away, just fold the sack into the hand and store it wherever you're going to place the damn thing. But thank you to Zach Vosberg for acquiring them too. Zach Vosberg did also get me the fade in and out and glow green knives, which I can probably show you, which are hanging on a hook behind me, which thankfully I should be able to pull out and not drop everything off. I do realise I didn't answer a question earlier in the chat. Somebody says, where was it? Nick likes horror. If you're still here, Nick, I apologise for forgetting your question there. You asked about the standard Shroud EU stamp masks, which in the first instance this year I got in touch with RJ. I said, RJ, EU stamps 25th anniversary, I'm correct? He goes, yes, of course, we know the fans want them, that's what's coming. Then we saw the sample, got confirmation, you know, everyone's happy. The smell on the mask has been commented on various times as to be like vanilla or similar to vanilla, and some even describing it to be like cake icing. RJ did stress earlier in the year that standard Shroud EU stamps would come, but they would have no smell. And it was unknown what kind of header tag they were probably going to come on. But even so, he said, standard Shroud EUs will be coming around Halloween. And recent times at least, I noticed on all these collector groups and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and everyone was finding all these different items. But some people just couldn't find particular items. These particular items were the standard shrouded EU masks, Scorch Ghostface full costumes, and the Scorch Ghostface weapon, along with the Viper Ghostface from Dead by Daylight weapon, the Onyx knife. No one come across them to my knowledge. I've yet to ask RJ about the DVD weapons and the Scorch Ghostface costume, but he did confirm that sadly, for reasons unknown to me, the standard Shroud EU mask was not produced this year. It was only the Sparkle Hood 25th anniversary types, with the smell of vanilla or whatever you think it may smell like. Obviously, yeah, I have to see one of those masks myself. I haven't got any. So yeah, I hope if Nick likes horror, if he's still here, he's heard that, and if he ain't still here, maybe he'll watch it back. I hope. Let's have a look. I didn't realise until I bought them that they were child size. Oh, the gloves, yeah, okay. I traded with Lindsay when we were in Manchester because I had tagged ones and she didn't. I was going to untag and wear them, so we traded. What was that? Sell to me, please. What, the grab bag? No. Bollocks, I missed the start of the video, says Douglas, but I'm here now. Yes, Douglas, been talking about you. You some bitch. He's going, you up? Yes, hello Douglas. Let me get this little hook rack off the back here and show you this glow knife. Because you don't see many of these. Okay. So we have a little mix of items on here. Again, this is these hooks that I've had to reverse the opposite way round for them to stay on, or stay in place I should say. Again, you got a few older items here, the bloody knife. Another one. A package knife, which was actually a Ryan Hills custom job, based on the packaging from the start of Scream 2. And yes, that is the RDS type there in the corner, based off the standee seen in the movie, in the lobby of the cinema. There you go, April to June 2011, this chap. Got to put all these back on in a minute. What's this one? This is a pre-2010 Ghostface ASIS Halloween hanging decoration, sorry. Which there's been a few types of them, like the gauze of the cryptic gauze. So I do have a cryptic gauze mask in a way. Yeah, right. A little one, bottle opener, and one of the pin-ons. These were a recent find on bemoregeek.co.uk. I believe they've sold out of these now. These were, I think these were £3, and the safety lights were £6. So you know, bargain. And here we go. We finally get to the light up knife, which is actually decent for what it is. And again, this is thanks to Zach Vosberg, so thank you for Zach. These were $10 each. So let me have a word of Alexa. Alexa, turn off office light.
Okay.
There you go. Let me turn this off. You'll see obviously some reflection of the PC lights and the screens I've got on, but see if you can, you know, see the effect of how it works. So there's a button here. Where are we? There's a button up here, and you press when I can get it. You imagine that in a cinema when Scream comes out in January. I'll tell you what, I'm taking one of these with my costume that Clive made for me. Burt Bench, Mr. Barzilia. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is the only function. Obviously it has batteries in it somewhere, and I don't think, because it is just a single button, I think that's its only function. You just sit there and hold the button if you want it to glow up. Whereas on items like the EL Ghostface and other battery powered masks or items, there's that safety tab in that you pull out and press try me, isn't there? And some of them have switches for different modes, but I believe this is the only way this works. You just press and hold the button as long as you want to, and there you go, this is what it does. And we've got the other one, which, there you go. So you can flash it as you want to by pressing, or you just press and hold. But seriously, you imagine that in a cinema screening, that's going to be brilliant, isn't it? Who needs a Buck 120? Hey, not a real one. Or a replica. Just take that in, that will creep them out. But yeah, Alexa, turn on office light.
Okay.
There we go. But yeah, again, if you have the means or the access via a USA fan to obtain a couple of these still, if there's still someone that, I don't know, brought some and hoarded the bastards and they're willing to sell reasonable, I'd advise picking one up, because they, although they don't look like the Buck 120, and they're more off the standard knife that Funworld have done for years. Obviously, like the bleeding one we've just shown you a minute ago, they are good. And in all honesty, when it comes to January, going to the cinema in costume with whatever mask I choose, I don't know which one to wear yet. Probably a Fantastic, to be honest. Maybe an EU, I don't know. But yeah, I'll be taking one of these along, just sat there pressing the button on odd occasion, see how many people it gets the attention of. But $10 each. It's a steal. It's a steal. I don't care what knife it represents. Good quality. And you know, if you, as I say, if you got somebody that's got some, or there's some on eBay somewhere for a decent price, go get them. I think they are worth the $10. Unfortunately, with them being Halloween items, of course, they're probably going to be gone by now, and I'm sure other spirits are probably closed by now. Maybe there's USA fans out there that can tell me different. I don't know. What happens? Does Spirit just pack up and close down? Or do a few of them hang about for a month and clear the stock? You know, what happens with that? Just going to put this back on. There you go. But yeah, basically the same knife as this, but just with a button on it, and obviously no blood and just a light inside. But for what it is, I quite like that. Those knives, by the way, have been out for years. They're not a new item this year. They've been out about 3-4 years, I believe. I know they was on Funworld's website a little while ago now. Are you going in costume to the new movie? Yes, definitely. Every time there's a Scream film on, I go in costume. I don't go as this ugly bastard. I go as Ghostface. Just plonk him back. Yeah. So yeah, overall it's been a bit of a funny year for the fans. USA fans mostly have got to enjoy a hell of a lot of stuff released. Again, a lot of it we didn't know was even coming. And other fans, unfortunately, have picked up sod all in the UK because there's no stock here. Well, not currently with the distributors at least. And yeah, we've yet to find out what the hell's going to happen and if we're even going to get any of our items before Christmas. So personally, I've got 200 masks on order with the distributor. The distributor tells me that the order is guaranteed. It's just we don't know what's going to happen until the inspection and trading standards have released the container. Which could be, I hate to think if it goes into New Year. I really hope it doesn't. But who knows? Who knows? But I don't know. I do see a lot of things happening with 25th anniversary masks though that's becoming more and more and more common. You go online now, social media, and basically a lot of people are now starting to, these people have bought 2 or 3 25th anniversary masks. They are now starting to say, oh, I'll trade my 25th anniversary mask for a silver chrome 25th anniversary 2016 mask, or I'll trade my silver, my 25th anniversary mask for this or for that. Nate's just messaged me actually. Good lad. Nate's just sent me a link to his new video. Let me just double check which one that is. Nate had a video premiering at 8 o'clock UK time. I don't know what it is for people in the USA. I know in New York it is, what was it, 5 to 6? With the time going back here, I'm not sure what it is in New York anymore. It's normally 5-6 hours difference depending. But yes, Nate has just put up, it premiered 115 minutes ago. If you haven't seen it yet, go look to Reagan Productions Scream 2 Screen Used Ghostface Mask. So these are the thinner masks, as we believe, and yeah, it's 5 minutes 51 seconds long. So obviously he just tells us what he knows about it and then ends the video, I'm guessing. But I have been catching up with Nate's content, and as I said earlier, it's good to see him online, putting himself out there and showing us more stuff. And I like the fact they're all single videos on single items like what Meggie did. Or a couple of videos, there's probably a few items that he may do depending. But it's good to see Nate out there, you know, back in the public and saying, hello, here's a brief look at my collection as he slowly goes through it, whether it's Scream, American Horror Story or whatever else he's picked up. Let's have a look. Let me just put these treat sacks back. Okay. Get in there, you son of a bitch. God damn it. Okay. Ah. There we go. Alexa, turn off office light.
Okay.
Okay. Just one thing I did forget to show you. These, I believe, are still available via the distributors. So I'm not sure if they're going to come again next year, but they may do. These have been out a few years now. This one is manufactured of April to June 2019. But it's only the other day in my loft going through the collection and basically tidying stuff up that I realised that there was a bloody... On my other hand here, there's a try me button, and I never tried the Ghostface tombstone before. So on the try me button, this is what it does if you press and hold. Just goes through colours. And there's a Myers version as well, which I've got a spare Myers if anyone wants one. But I don't believe the Myers mask or the mould on it, it doesn't look too much like him as far as I'm concerned. But I ordered a couple of these in 2019. I had 2 Ghostface, 2 Myers. A Ghostface and a Myers was purchased by a UK fan. He actually come here to pick them up, Mr. Ross. And yeah, this is one I kept for myself. And yeah, it's actually okay. I'd pressed the button for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh, well, that looks not too bad actually. The Myers one, but I do wonder. Alexa, turn on office light. I do wonder if the Myers one, if the battery's gone funny or not, but I might have to crack it open and have a look.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Alexa, turn on office light.
Okay.
There you go, she's agreeing there. Have you ever had people come up to you for photos or been told not to be in costume? Why would people come up for photos to me? But no, not in the past. Why would they? Scream 1, 2 and 3, smartphones were not out then, so people didn't have a portable camera. Not really, anyway, didn't really carry one around. Scream 4, yes, right, smartphones were about and people had cameras a bit more easier and videos and whatever you. But no, when I went to the cinema in costume for Scream 4, it was with one of my killers from Arnold's Scream fan films and his missus. Not even my missus went. It was just 3 of us, and me and him just sat there in costume with EU stamp masks, and one of them was a robe from the Arnold Scream fan films, which is very much like the Scary Movie style, apart from the way it opens, just with the tassels. In fact, it's based more off the original Fun World standard style of the costume. So I think I wore that, and he wore a standard Fun World costume, and we just had EU stamps. We had fake bleeding knives and just sat there watching a film. In the screen we was in at the time, we was on the back row of the standard seats, but 2 rows behind us were what they call premier seats, where you pay extra for a bigger seat and you can have food and drink brought to you via the premier service. And at one point, I believe somebody from the premier seats, you know, walked down past us, not clicking on that we got the mask on at all, and went to the toilet. On coming back, he sort of shit himself getting halfway up the stairs. Oi, fuck! So, fucking hell, how long you been sat there like that? The old film, mate. So for me, personally, Scream 3 at the cinema every time I went, or almost every time. Scream 4, and even Scary Movie. The first time of ever watching them films, my first viewings of those particular films were Ghostface mesh vision of the eyes. Never saw those films in the clear, normal human sight. First time I watched him, it was always from behind a mask. And in 2000, when Screen 3 was on, I went a few times in costume with the same mates because we just wanted to keep watching it. And it was Screen 3 that inspired us to start Arnold Scream, along with the other two films. But Screen 3 being a long way away compared to the USA release, which was February 2000, we had to wait till the end of April, which was April the 28th. And yeah, we went a few times, and one time I went in normal, you know, hat on, t-shirt, whatever it was. My mate wore the costume with a mask. We were there just the first 5 minutes of the film, and this girl sat next to him, just randomly sat next to him. Says, "You got a lethal weapon under there?" And he's like, "You what?" Because he wasn't expecting it. Plus, he's an ugly bastard when he takes the mask off, so he's got no hope of pulling. Marco, I hope we don't end up watching this. But no, she sat down next to me. "You got a lethal weapon under there?" And he goes, "I don't know what he said. I don't know what you mean." You know, played innocent. I think she said a few things to him, but I don't recall what it was. But yeah, always fun. And yeah, for Scream 3 and 4, personally, I didn't see him in, yes, human eye vision. I saw him through Ghostface mask mesh of the eyes vision, which was fun. It was fun. And then, of course, when it came out on DVD and Blu-ray, I put it on at home and I thought, God, this is the first time I watched a film as I should be seeing it, you know, with my eyes, not through a mask. But yeah, let's have a look then. With the in costume, that is, yes, I know. There was a couple of times when we went Scream 3 in particular, because we only went to see Scream 4 once. After that, I went to see Furious 7. That's the last time I went to the cinema, Furious 7. So, a while ago. And there's nothing been, as far as I'm concerned, there's been no decent film since. Even Furious 7, you know, it's just because it was Paul Walker's last time on screen. But, yeah. Screen 3, one of the times I went in costume, one of the ushers was stressing that, you know, we had to take the mask off while we went in. I was like, what? I said, why? He was worried that we was really going to go in and start causing trouble. And we had a fake thin glow knife that's really floppy. You know, you try to stab someone with it, you're not going to do anything. You're just going to bend a knife on a bit of plastic. And we had that just flopped about. Same type of knife as what I was shown earlier. It was just a very thin blade that was all glowy. And yeah, he stressed, "Oh, can you put the knife down? You can take the mask off while you go in." I say, "Are you serious, mate?" I says, "We're here for the film. Want to watch and enjoy it. Not going to do anything. And what we're going to do with this knife? What? Slap someone's hand with it?" You know, that sort of took away from it a little bit. And as soon as he was out of sight, we put the mask back on and went in the screen. Aside from that, when Scary Movie came out after Scream 3, I did go in Ghostface costume with a friend. And she was like, "Jesus, you know, you're really going to go in like that?" I said, "Yeah, I've done it before." And I just went in as standard Fun World costume, EU mask. Probably the same knife, if I remember correct, for Scary Movie. And as I walked down the side of the auditorium and turned to see what, you know, who was on the seats and what was available, everyone, the whole fucking cinema just erupted and cheered. Hey! I was like, fucking hell. It felt like I was a movie star for like 3-4 seconds. So I think I put my hands up and, you know, come on, come on. And that was it. I sat down. And I think as I've sat down, someone shouted my name. "That's you, isn't it? That's you, innit, Waggy?" Waggy is in Wagstaff. And it was one of my mates. I think it was Nathan, a chap called Nathan Butler. Someone was there and said, "It's you, innit, you sod?" Because he knew I love Ghostface and always dressed up as a bloody thing. And we did the filming of what we did of Arnold Scream. And I think at the end of the screen, he was like, "What are you doing here, you tosser?" You know, just banter and chit-chat. "I knew you couldn't stay away." I was like, "Well, you know." But it was a funny film at the time. I know they copied a few shots that Wes wasn't impressed with. They literally copied shot for shot at some point, didn't they, in the start? Which did not impress Wes. And yeah, it was what it was. I often wonder what Wes's thoughts would have been with regards to the spoof masks and whether he thought it took away from the Ghostface design. And I also wonder on top of that, you know, is that possibly why we never saw the Scary Movie Killer mass produced? But, you know, assumption and speculation. I don't know for sure. But yeah, there you go. I would have been, let's have a look. There was loads that went up to Lewis for photos when we went to see Halloween Kills, and he went in Maya's costume. Who's Lewis? Is that Lindsay's as well, or is that someone else? Yeah, I can understand that though, because Myers has got a big fan base as well. I would have been 11 when Scream 3 was released in cinemas. Bloody hell, man. 11. What was I? 2000. I was 23. Jesus Christ, man. Great theatre stories. I'm looking forward to hear more when you see the new film. Yeah. I did put a bit of a moaning tweet out recently because I was just annoyed seeing it all the time. But some of these tweets that keep coming and images that keep coming. 88 days remaining, 80 days remaining, 70 days remaining, so many days remaining till Scream. I'm like, please calm down, shut up. I don't want to see that every bloody day, because all it does is remind me that Christmas is even closer. So if you saw that tweet recently, then I apologise. But yeah, it's been a funny time here lately. Yeah, up and down, like a bloody heartbeat monitor. The worst thing with regards to the Ghostface stuff though is just we still have nothing in the UK, and it's a bastard, it really is. So all these masks on the top of my website that say new for 2021, we still ain't got them. I'm pining to see the Scorched, I'm pining to see the USA plastic mask, patriotic Ghostface, pining to see 25th anniversary, pining to see 25th anniversary costume, because I never saw the sample. Bloody hell. Pining to see every single thing that's bloody delayed. Pining to see a real Viper that isn't a sample. But yeah, until next time, we'll have to call it an end there. If for whatever reason in the foreseeable future or in the next week or a few days, whatever, there's any change with regards to the distributor and the stock that's meant to be sent, if I get good news that it's released and I'm getting sent my mask, then I will update as soon as humanly possible. So if by some miracle tomorrow the phone rings, hey Tim, we need the money, you can have your mask in whatever many days, then I should be up doing a stream tomorrow. If he does it in a week's time and it's the same phone call, then I should do it in a week's time. But as soon as I know something, I shall let all of you lot know that watch these streams or even watch them back after being live. But as soon as I know something, I shall be posting Twitter, Facebook, live streaming, telling you what's going on, and then telling you what to do to come to me to buy from me. Because I don't do pre-orders. But don't worry, I'm sure there's plenty of masks coming from me and Madam at Horror and even other websites that you'll get your items. So don't worry, don't panic. And some people have messaged in the past saying, can I buy a box of 12? I'm like, well, not really. 25th anniversary mask, you know. I'm like, well, you know, but bear in mind I've only got 12 Scorch coming. I couldn't increase the order because everyone else had accumulated the stock that was made. But even so, the main mask I was after was 25th anniversary EU stamped sparkle hood with the smell, and that's the most of the mask types I've got coming, which is 108 of those are coming to me when they finally get released. So apart from that, have a look at Douglas's channel, Drown Boy Productions. Have a look at Nate's channel, Reagan Productions. Have a look at Cutting Room Floor, Dylan Cloud. And thank you to Zach Vosberg, Dylan Cloud, Douglas Little, which I've still got to talk to about a few things, about the stuff he's acquired for me, and I've got to pay him. I've got to pay Zach. I've paid Dylan. You know, all these fans helping each other, you see. So Chrome Knife, Bleeding Image Knife, socks, gloves, hat, Chrome Edition costume. All acquired because of help from other fans, and it's greatly appreciated, so thank you for that. Let's have a look. Howard Stern's Paranoid Turn, who's that? I prefer the UK poster for Scream 2020 over the US one, yeah. I don't mind both posters, all in all. You've got obviously the main poster with Ghostface and the knife, similar style to the original Halloween, was it the Halloween or one of the Myers ones? Bear in mind I'm very rusty on Halloween. But one of the Halloween posters, wasn't it, there was like the Myers mask and the knife, and was it a pumpkin on the original, wasn't it? Over Halloween, for the first time ever, I watched the first 1978 Halloween all the way from start to finish. First time ever, because I was like, why are people calling it a masterpiece? Why are people saying it's the shit? Why should we disregard 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and whatever other films and just go to Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends? You know, what's the story? So I decided to watch the first. I then watched the second. I've seen many bits of the third over time, and the rest of them, apart from Resurrection and H2O. I'd not seen anything. H2O I've watched a few times, Resurrection a couple of times. Rob Zombie's first one, I watched one start to finish for one time, and that was enough for me. I was like, yeah, okay. The second one he did, I didn't bother. The recent one's been made, I haven't bothered. I want to watch them all as 3 when they've all finished, completed filming and released. But yeah, interesting. The first Halloween, I didn't get bored, and I didn't say it was a bad film. I felt sorry for the dog that died, Lester. And something that was pointed out by somebody with Scream 4 also exists with Scream 2. Scream 2, Halloween 2. Halloween 2, why the hell is there hardly any staff in the hospital? And the same with Scream 4. Why the hell was there hardly anyone about in a hospital at the end of Scream 4 and then Halloween 2? Why? Where's all the staff? What are they all doing? Having a kip on the night shift? Don't give a shit about the patients. You go hospital down here in Nottingham, anywhere in the UK, yeah, night time, it's bloody heaving, man. Heaving. It's not like that. Bloody hell, if it was that quiet, I'd go and ask there to pay rent and kit for the night. Anyway, let's get going. I shall leave you in peace. We've been streaming almost an hour and 20 minutes. Bear in mind a couple of those minutes were starting soon on the screen. But yeah, been following your page on Twitter, but new sub to your YouTube channel. Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. More to come in the future. RJ did say recently on Twitter, in case any of you missed it, there is something being made for Ghostface that's only going to exist in the quantity of 2. I've got no idea what that is. There's been no off-the-record information over the phone, on email, on WhatsApp from him. Yeah, there's something very special being made that's just going to be a 2 of 2. Mask, I don't know. Figure, I don't know. Other type of merchandise, clothing, I've got no idea. I don't know what the hell it is. All I know is this 2 of 2 item. One of them is going to be available to fans if they're willing to donate in a charity auction. You know, bid it up, pay the money. I've got no idea what it is. He also recently tweeted about something blue and icy on Twitter with regards to something Ghostface. A lot of people are assuming it's a Dead by Daylight cosmetic. I don't know for sure if that's what it is, but something blue and something icy with regards to a Ghostface. He recently tweeted about. Again, I've had no information whatsoever. I have had phone calls with him, but none of this has ever been mentioned in the calls, so I don't know what he's up to, but keep an eye on him. In the whole of October he tweeted as Ghostface, in which he mentioned many fans in his tweets, and sometimes asked me who should he tweet, and I had to give him names to, you know, tweet and talk to. Many fans absolutely loved it because they got like a personal tweet from him. Aside from that, he's back to normal as RJ Torbett on Twitter, and he continues to be a very busy man. So I hope to speak to him again soon because I need another catch up and I need to find out what's going on. I did stress to him that I would like to know the figures or approximate figures for what's sold in the US to whatever store chains for the EU stamped and 25th anniversary items, because I stressed to him very much that fans are over the moon with the quality of the costumes and the mass and the smell, and maybe they should reconsider next year rebranding, just taking the 25th anniversary off the packaging, the header tags, and making more EU masks and more sparkle robes. Whether that happens, I don't know, but I said, you know, surely if your figures are nice, you're going to reconsider it again for another time. Just, you know, delete the 25th anniversary. And all it was is just remind me at the time and let me see what's going on. That's all it was, is remind me to check the figures and let's see how well they've done. But everywhere that basically got the stock, they seem to sell, didn't they? Sold out or no more left. The pre-orders are full. So I really hope, fingers crossed, that EU stamps may return next year, even if it's with a standard shroud. But he knows that the fans love that particular type, and I really hope that that's not the end of them for the rest of time now. You know, if it was an anniversary one-off and never to come back, I'd be very sad, as I'm sure many other fans would. But I shall be in touch with him soon. I'll be emailing him and asking him, and I'll see what he comes back with. But for now, we'll leave you in peace. Let me just check the chat before we go. But yeah, thank you, Howard Stern's Paranoid Turn. 2018, it's much better. Oh, the Halloween, yes. Glad I could catch a stream, it's been fun. Thank you, Hypher-Gryphon. That's hell of a name, that. I must say, I'm surprised I pronounced that right. Hello, Mr. Leach. Wouldn't be me if I didn't say hello, Squire. Hope you're all good. Yeah, bearing up. On and off, Squire, on and off. Like Trigger's broom from Fools and Horses, rough and always against it. You referring to me? Judging from all the crap you got hanging on the walls. David Leach on about all the Screaming Ghostface fans again. What's he on about? Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, again, for the last time, any updates that come in, whether it's tomorrow or next week regarding the UK stock and the availability of the new items, I will be streaming on the day I get the news. So keep a watch on the Twitter, keep a watch on the website and the Facebook, whatever you follow. And I'll update you as soon as humanly possible on the status of the stock and when I can be selling to fans. And also people that have ordered from Mad About Horror, just bear in mind it's the same exact stock that I get. It's the same exact stocks as Mad About Horror orders from the same distributor. So all of these UK websites and shops, all off the same distributor, all in the same boat, all in the same position, pining for the stock. So as soon as you see something go out and I've missed it, mention it to me. If I don't miss it, which I shouldn't, then yeah, just keep an eye and we'll update you as soon as the news comes. But I really hope before Christmas and the end of this month we got items being released to us and we finally get them out to fans. Time will tell. Hope Halloween for merchandise was good for you. No. Heard you loud and clear, smiling. Yeah, you know, you referring to me. Yes, that is my given name. But yeah, right, until next time, chaps, we'll leave you in peace now. Thank you for listening, watching and tolerating. I hope I didn't annoy anyone showing some items that we can't get in the UK, but trust me, they were costly with regards to the postage. So I had to pay through the nose for the damn things, but you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So we'll see you sometime soon. I'm going to leave like a 10-second gap with no speech, otherwise YouTube cuts me off because of the lag. So I'll see you soon. Take it easy.